Today I have something amazing to introduce to you guys. Chocolate cupcake. I believe you guys already tried a lot of chocolate cupcake, but this is very special. I add my own very amazing touch to this cupcake. So, can I give it a try before I start my video? Let me give you a try. Let's get started. So, for our dry ingredients, we're gonna need 1.5 cups of AP flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 cup of organic cocoa powder. You can 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 teaspoon of instant espresso, just for taste. This is optional. 1/2 cup water, 1/3 cup vegetable oil. You can also use olive oil if you have that, or any other oil you have. We're gonna need 2 eggs, room temp, and then we're gonna need 1/2 cup of milk, and then we're gonna need a teaspoon of vinegar, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, a real vanilla extract. So that's all for our ingredients. So to start, we're gonna sift in all our dry ingredients. This is our flour, 1.5 cups flour. We're gonna sift it good to avoid any lump. Sift, sift, sift. And then we're gonna add our 1 cup of sugar. You can sift it as well. This is mandatory to sift our cocoa powder. It's mandatory to sift. Sift, sift, sift. See all those balls? This is what we want to get rid of. We don't want it to be so much ball in there. So let's make sure they're all out. That's the 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So let's add it. There we go, 1/2 teaspoon. This. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of instant espresso, just like that. You want everything tastes chocolatey, like chocolatey, right? This is it for our dry ingredients. So we're gonna give a quick whisk to have everything well combined. Okay, so now we're gonna sit our dry ingredients on the side. And now place for the wet ingredients. So we're gonna use our 1/3 cup of oil. We're gonna add our 1/2 cup of milk in there, and then our 2 eggs. We're gonna give him a quick whisk before we add the rest of the stuff. One, 2, and then we're gonna add our 1 teaspoon of vinegar, white vinegar. So we have our wet ingredients combined together. Nice. So we're gonna add it to our dry ingredients. and give it a nice whisk. Make sure it's all nice and combined. So now we're gonna add our half cup warm water. And give it a quick whisk stir. So you're gonna keep whisking until you reach the right consistency you need. Okay. So you're gonna have this butter. Okay. And I think you're ready to go. So now we have all our ingredients combined. So we got this nice butter. So we're gonna now line our cupcake papers and then pour our butter in evenly. So to start, we're gonna turn on our oven to have it preheat for 350 degrees, and then we put our butter in the cupcake liner and then we bake. So we have our oven on. Our cupcake papers, we're gonna add it to our pan. I'm gonna pour my butter in the cupcake liner evenly. So I'm gonna use, I'm gonna put a little bit over a half of my paper, because this cupcake rise. Okay, so this is our mixture ready to go to the oven. Okay, so we're gonna bake this for 15 to 20 minutes. So you have to have your eyes on it until the middle is nice and firm. So we'll be back. It's been already 15 minutes. So we're gonna check out on our cake. Okay, so our cupcake look firm on the top. That's what we wanted. So they're pretty much ready. They're kind of bumpy, but you're gonna let it cool. So when they cool down, they're gonna lower a little bit. The top gonna lower a little bit. So we're gonna let it cool and do our frosting. So we're gonna add our 1 cup room temp unsalted butter. We're gonna cream it until it's nice and fluffy. Of course, with the powder attachment. So we're gonna scrape the bottom to make sure everything is nicely combined. So we scrape the bottom. Always you gotta scrape the bottom to make sure your butter is all the way smooth. So after we beat it so nicely and is so smooth right now, so we're gonna sift in our cocoa powder. So the cocoa powder, we're gonna need a third of a cup. Third cup. Remember, you have to be sifted. Sifting. You want to avoid any balls like that. Like this. You want to avoid that. Okay, at that time I can also add, this is optional as well, is a instant espresso. So I'm gonna just add a teaspoon. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up. You can at the same time add your vanilla extract if you want. You always have to make sure you spray the bottom to make sure your chocolate is all the way incorporated. So let's scrape the bottom. Always scrape the bottom. Never forget. Okay, guys, never forget. Okay, let's scrape. We stir the bottom. We make sure the chocolate is all the way smooth in there, and then we're gonna add our powdered sugar. So before we add our powdered sugar, we're gonna add our teaspoon of vanilla extract, quarter of a teaspoon of salt, just for taste. So look at this, it's nice and silky, like very smooth. So we're gonna scrape a little bit, mix it up very nicely, and then we just add our powdered sugar. And okay, so now our mixture is very nice. So now we're gonna add our powdered sugar. But first we're gonna sift it. So to start, I'm gonna scale 1 pound of powdered sugar. So let's go for the 1 pound. Okay, we're gonna sift it. We want to make sure we sift it to avoid those balls of powdered sugar, to keep our mixture nice and smooth. So here we have our 1 pound of powdered sugar. So, and we're gonna add it slowly to avoid a cloudy kitchen. So let's get started. We're gonna put just a little bit at a time to make sure our buttercream is nice and smooth. Slowly. So we're gonna scrape the bottom to make sure everything is incorporated, and we are done with the buttercream. So we're gonna whisk it. We're gonna whip a little more, and we'll be all done. Okay, so we are done baking our cupcake. They're cooling in the fridge, and we just made our amazing chocolate buttercream. So what about if we put in a bag and we try to pipe some after our cupcake are cold? So let's try that. So this is pretty much our buttercream. Is very nice and soft and so silky. So we're gonna use it and pipe our cupcake. So I just put both in those two piping tape to make some nice piping. You can even pour in your mouth, it tastes so good. So let's give it a try. I didn't give it a try, but let's try that, okay? Woo! You have to try this at home. I'm gonna put the recipe in the description box below, so check it out. I'm gonna make a very nice recipe for you at the bottom for this video, for this amazing and moist cupcake and the frosting. I got your back. Okay, so let's bring our cupcake. They're pretty much cold so far. So here we are. This is our cupcake ready to be piped. So let's start with this nozzle. Look at that, gorgeous. Let's continue with the second one. Like that. Third. Let's switch to the next one. This is so big. I'm gonna add some sprinkle on top to make it nice. Just some small sprinkle right on top. Look at how gorgeous they are. So beautiful. This is it. Okay, so this is it pretty much. We done our cupcake today. It was amazing and it was so wonderful to share this amazing recipe with you guys. So this is what we did all together, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad I was able to teach you guys how to make the most amazing chocolate cupcake with the most amazing frosting. So you can try this at home. I wish this video was helpful for you, and I wish you can give a try to this recipe and send me the picture in comments, and I'll be so happy to reply. So this is it pretty much for our video. So if you really like it, guess what? Subscribe to my channel and like and share it to your friend. That way they don't miss out to this beautiful, look at this, amazing chocolate cupcake and chocolate frosting. If you really like it, subscribe to my channel. Peace, and see you next time.